Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite. Written Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites. Where we take a bite out of the apple and share it with you. It's been a glitchy day already, as you can see, because one of us is already missing. So let's see what happens next.
Spencer got the boot.
Exactly. It was funny. I was looking as the song was playing, and he went, boop. I was like, oh, here we go. But he is somewhere else, so it makes complete sense. We had somebody on from France recently, and they were having issues as well. All right. Paul, I got to say, we were supposed to go to Anitomo this weekend, and the rain stopped us.
There were hurricane warnings in my area, so I skipped it.
You got hurricane warnings in New York?
Yeah.
New Jersey. There were tornadoes.
Tornado warnings, yeah.
The rain was unbelievable.
We got tornado warnings. It was the weirdest thing in the world. All our phones went off at the same time.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
You had a deluge in the subway.
Oh, definitely. I had waterfalls. I was like halfway to Anitomo, and I was like, I should go back home because I get
It's like a Disney World ride.
I get flooding here, and I was like, let me not risk it.
I'd be worried about the tunnel collapsing or getting stuck.
I don't know, man. The trains were going under those waterfalls and splashing everybody. Oh my God, it was an interesting weekend. But Anitomo went well. You know, a bunch of our friends were there, and they said they had a great time. And the rest of the day ended up being pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed it. It was pretty bad here even in the afternoon, so I'm kind of glad I stayed home.
For a minute there, I thought we might be able to make it because the show ended at 10 o'clock. And I was like, maybe, but then, we got a bad storm like later in the night.
Yeah.
Ralph, Spencer left a message. He said he's trying to get back in, but the link's not working.
That's interesting. All right. Maybe I should send him another link. Let's see. Copy this one. You gotta love all this. All right, I'm gonna put it into the private chat. Can you send it to him? Oh wait, there he is. Speak of the devil. You got in.
Yay.
And we're all in, folks. That's it. We're all here.
Let's go.
Oh my God. I've been looking forward to this show because you guys are a blast, and I really like what you guys are doing with this. It's like forming an A team. And all
Hell yeah.
I can hear the music in my head. All right, so who wants to tell the people all the good stuff? Let them know what's going on and what you guys are up to.
Spencer,
Mike,
take it away.
Oh, awesome. So we have the Sentinels of Shieldless, which is an amazing charity that started about a year ago. I saw Mike at Gen Con, and I just put this little bug in his ear saying, hey, Mike, you make amazing tables, one-of-a-kind custom tables, Weather Dragon, if you guys ever check them out, the Weather Dragon, and we should do a celebrity D&D game. But it felt like my Sylvester Stallone Rocky pitch where I'm like, here's the thing, though. I want to be in it. And he's like, that sounds cool. I like what you do. We'll see if it works out. And a year later, he reached out to me and said, it's happening. We're doing the thing. And I was like,
that was like 5 months later. It wasn't a year.
Oh, it's 5 months later because we've been playing for a year.
We're a year later now.
Yeah. And I was like, what? Really? It's going to happen? And then, of course, one of the first people I thought about, my friend and coworker Tank, I was like, Tank, you need to be a part of this. This is something that'd be awesome, treat for you. And now it's all going, and it has legs. But Mike, what's some of the biggest things that made you choose this charity?
I was personally, well, I don't want to say affected, but my, at the time, 7-month-old nephew was put in our custody through CPS, and we still have him currently. And so that kind of opened my eyes to He ain't the only one. He has a happy ending, but there's a lot of children out there that don't. So I started looking for some charities that were involved in that type of work, and the Children's Advocacy Centers of North Carolina. That's what they do. They come in like the superhero and do what they got to do to make sure these kids are safe and not exposed to any more unnecessary trauma. The event alone is going to bring police, detectives, EMS, and everybody's going to be asking them questions. CAC comes in, they do their forensic interview. They're the only one who interviews the child, and they're trained to ask every single question so nothing is missed. And then they give this one their answers, that one their answers, and the kid is not traumatized over and over again.
Crazy.
That's important.
It is. It's stuff like normal people who would even think about that, but when you're in that field, that's what you do.
And I feel like it's one of the things that tends to be forgotten.
Absolutely.
That's the last thing you want.
No, it's the last thing you want. And it's just a really good cause for what we wanted to make a charity for. Because, of course, we wanted to come play D&D, share an amazing story, get people invested, and get them donating for something that will help kids. And, of course, there are children's advocacy centers all across the United States. And this is just the one that we decided to help with North Carolina. So for those of you who want to...
Had nothing to do with the fact that I live in North Carolina. Nothing
just
at all.
A smidge. But it's just one of those things that is something we ask a lot. Like, hey, you guys think about doing a whole national charity in the future? And it is still a national charity, but we're just focusing on the North Carolina portion of it this time. But yeah, that's how it got started.
Yeah,
it's better to focus on an area. That way, you can get the bigger picture. Sometimes if you go like this, it's just too much.
It's hard. It's really easy to look at the whole big picture, which is a nice segue to when we were at the North Forge gathering. Tank was a part of a really big initiative for Declan. And I don't know, Tank, if you want to talk about Declan just a little bit.
So Declan, he is a little 4-year-old kid with stage 4 cancer. And I was made aware of his situation by his dad, who was actually in one of my, he was in chapter 1 of my Word of the World Tree campaign, which is my D&D fitness campaign that combines the fun chaos of dice rolls as structured as we can. And in combining it with fitness that you're able to do at home with little to no equipment. Anyway, he was a part of the campaign and he emailed me asking, hey, do you mind if my son does these workouts with me? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And because a lot of people, they do it with their families and their kids like to get involved and take down monsters. So I'm like, absolutely. And he slowly introduced his son as the Starborn because the kid loves Star Wars and Vikings and all of that. And then we come to find out he has stage 4 cancer. Ooh. And as far as the last scans go, the optimism is like 50% survival rate that he'll make it the next few years, which is dire. So when we're at the gathering, he said, hey, I would like to do some sort of like oath-ring ceremony or something to kind of give Declan a nice boon of hope as he goes towards these last treatments for his cancer. And when my friend Jeremy, when he runs the North Forge gathering, he caught wind of it and he's like, no, we're doing more. So he reached out to all the other encampments that were within the Ren Fair gathering, and it turned into this massive ceremony for this kid to receive gifts or being knighted or getting a little mushroom from the Fungrels or a hammer from me. And it was just incredibly powerful and moving. And I think we did something very special and was able to give him that boon of hope that he is able to conquer this next step in his life and be able to face the battle of cancer. And he is one of the most inspiring little guys because he will pick up his daggers and fight anyone. And like, of course, you let him win and have fun. But immediately after, he picks you up and gives you a hug. And makes sure
He apologizes for killing you.
yeah. So like, it just made it so we wanted to do something special for him. So when Spencer reached out and said, hey, we'd like to do this charity for disenfranchised kids. And I'm like, I connect with that 100%, especially with what we did with Declan. It makes a difference for people and be able to give them hope. And especially when they're facing a terminal illness, or whether it's tough home life or splitting up of families, being able to be a bright light for kids especially is something very special, and I'm proud to be part of it.
That's important.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things that I feel like so few people are doing out there. There's so many little things that we can do, and I feel like we're lacking as a whole of humanity. That is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see people doing stuff.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, we're doing our part. We're trying
be the
anyway.
torchbearers. It's like, it takes nothing to light other people's torches or candles. So don't put other people's light out. If you take your torch and light theirs, it lights theirs and makes the world brighter.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I feel like just by listening to your origin stories here, I can see why you've come together as the Sentinels of the Shieldless to do this. I'm always a believer, because I always tell people that I've been gathering my Final Fantasy crew for ages. As you go along and you pick up each person that needs to be there to be part of the whole quest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Either that or I've been playing.
And everyone has something to offer.
Go ahead.
I said everyone has something to offer too.
Oh, definitely. Each person has a talent that they bring along into the whole thing, and it's important to see what each person can do or can't do, or how they can help.
Yeah, it's been a wild experience. I never imagined the countless the countless hours that have gone into getting ready for this and prepping it, and the emails and the meetings and the phone calls. Holy crap. But it's all good. It's all worth it.
Which actually, that segues. What's the one that we just had cinched up today that you should let people know about?
Oh, you mean that new sponsor we got?
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast, baby. Our newest sponsor.
Go.
Nice.
As of
That's
today. Today. Yep.
Now that's a sponsor.
And they already filled their
Absolutely.
VIP tickets too, are already dished out and named. Dan Ayub is on that list. I forgot who the other ones were. But Spencer, I don't even think Blaine was on that list.
Oh, probably not. He's probably just doing the footwork and making it all come together. And the other people were like, "We're going to the show, though. Thank you for that." So that's just exciting.
Yes, that's wild. So who knows what that's going to lead to in the future? That's for sure.
Yeah.
Did we lose our host?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. StreamYard's been acting up.
All right, fellas. So welcome
recently.
to Bitten AppleTV.
Exactly. This is a great time to talk about the training grounds. If you're a nerd and you're at home and you want to get in shape, join the training grounds. Hank is.
We're just gonna
we did
take over
about
a show.
the campaign, and the campaign chapter 3 will be launching August 7th, with the first encounter dropping on August 14th. So if you don't know what Word of the World Tree is, it's basically combines D&D and fitness together, where you bring in dice rolls, where you roll for your exercises and roll for your reps and take down monsters every week, where new artwork and that monster brings a new mechanic to the workout that changes the workout even more. So if you have ADHD or are neurotypical or neurodivergent, it really helps tick all those boxes of, hey, I get to roll dice and I get to have fun and swing a dumbbell like it's a sword, or choose
Yeah.
one of the many different subclasses to have fun, multi-class, and just keep fitness fun and fresh. And
That's pretty cool, Tank. How old are
The
the
teacher's
users
back.
that you
Act
see
like you're
happening?
working.
what's that?
How
I
old
said
are the
the
users
teacher's
in
back.
your group?
Act like
How
you're
old are the
working.
users? Well, we have everyone. We have 65-year-old geriatric grandmas swinging a staff, having fun with Battle Seer staff workouts, and we've got fitness professionals like people that do high rocks games, events, having fun. So the way I built the system is every warrior can start where they stand. So anyone from any fitness level and any age, gender, race, or ability can join in, have a fun workout, log your workout, takes off a hit point off the boss, and encourage your friends to do the same. And yeah, the community is just amazing. I love it. I'm a dungeon master for hundreds of nerds that are excited to get fit and take down cool monsters every week.
That's so cool. So you
That's
actually
awesome.
have like an online game that actually is real, as opposed to like sitting in a chair playing with a joystick or something. So it's awesome. I love it.
Precisely. Yeah. And this next chapter is really exciting because it's called Pestilent Seas. So there will be some seafaring, and I'm known for being on the ship. So it'll have some fun mechanics with sea monsters. But I won't give too much away.
I got a problem with that. I get seasick, so that could be a problem.
That's all right. You can
work
still
out
just
at
stay in the
home.
training grounds, do
You'll
patrol.
just be you'll be in game. Yeah.
Maybe in
Yeah.
game, but I think to make it real, I have to No,
Okay. I don't wanna. I'll get seasick too. No.
that makes swinging the sword a little bit more difficult too. So it could be fun.
Yeah. Feels
But yeah, the teacher's back.
No.
Welcome back to the show. It's great to be
That's what he
here.
was saying. He's like, the teacher's back. Shh. Act like we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I could talk about D&D and fitness and how it comes together like all day. I could just
Absolutely.
That is a
speak
great
on that.
combination. It's a great way to get us nerdy guys to
Go for it. The teacher hasn't said anything else yet. So I say, what's one of the biggest things that you love about making this tank? Like, what was your biggest success in that part?
I would say hearing the success stories, especially at Northforge Gathering, we had 50 people from the campaign come to the gathering, and we just had like a little community of campaign members, and they all had their own powerful story of how just doing fitness has helped them. Like one gal, she has an autistic son, and if she wasn't able to pick him up, he would go into hospice. So during the strength of chapter 1, she went from not being able to pick him up to being able to pick him up, and she was like, thank you for keeping my family together. Or you've got another guy who couldn't do any workouts to start. He was over 400 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
And he just walked. He went on patrol. He called it going on patrol of the training grounds and making sure the community was safe. So I built in a game mechanic just because of him. But yeah, he's lost, I think, close to 70 plus pounds already since January, which is nuts. And he's picked now doing hammer workouts and dumbbell.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And there's countless.
And that's the biggest part.
Stories. Yeah.
The communities would help people going. Like Tank's been the catalyst for just people following him, and I'm working for the man, seeing him at Northforge Gathering. People would come from 9 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m. just to say thank you and to say how much he's changed their lives and just be appreciative. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's overwhelming in the best way when you are able to connect with the people behind the comments and the community that you've built. And yeah, and because of the content I do, a lot of it can be like super happy, or a lot of it could be like really heavy and emotional. So I welcome all of it. So yeah, we'll get that with the Weather Dragon. We're going to be at his booth all weekend, and we'll be doing hammer challenges and talking about the campaign, and we'll be meeting people and followers coming out, and yeah, it'll be interesting in the dynamics of Gen Con, because if I just feel like if one person yells hammer, it's just going to be like a catalyst.
Oh,
that
yeah.
just
It'll be a chain reaction.
The
yeah.
wave of hammer.
We could be very busy all weekend, which is what
Where's
we want.
Gen Con? Where does Gen Con happen?
Indianapolis.
It's in Indianapolis.
But at
Here
the
we go.
year I went 2 years ago, I think they had over 100,000 in attendance, which was
That's
nuts.
amazing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Drew is saying power lifts at the booth. We don't have room for that, Drew. You know that.
Yeah.
I do feel like you should have a little more fun with it. Somebody says hammer, go hammer time.
Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be
yeah. Gotta rock some MC Hammer on that bitch.
They won't see it coming.
Hammer time.
Oh my god.
But anything to help boost what we're doing. Like the main thing that we're there is absolutely the D&D game and helping to raise money for those kids in North Carolina. And then continuing that on in whatever capacity this grows into. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm thinking now that we got Wizards on board, they do a lot. They have their own live plays that they do. So I have a feeling we can move under their umbrella next year.
Yeah.
As long as not as well, it's going to be a huge success. We know. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I mean, the sky's really the limit. Like you said, helping kids, keeping the main focus and point of helping
I
kids
can't hear no.
and showing things to kids, helping them, and then showing D&D, so the love of D&D, and getting more people on like a podcast, at least from like playing not weekly, but monthly game or something. I think it'd just be really fun to see the stories unfold that then will help kids out.
Man, so Drew's like going crazy. He's like power lifts, deadlifts.
That's a logistics of people hurting themselves. Not
Yeah.
Because we found that with
can't hear
doing the
nobody.
hammer challenges in North Carolina, that it might have been the first time that person picked up a hammer, and it was quite obvious. So you just kind of have to. Is it just Weather Dragon, or is it just everyone?
I think they'll people pulling in and out. StreamYard is doing it.
Yeah, StreamYard's having a good time with us tonight. I tell you right now.
Drew's like, I'm just a nerd.
I know, I'm a nerd too. But like, if you get someone who's never deadlifted before trying to deadlift as much as they can in an event, it's a recipe for liability that we don't want. So our challenge is just simple. You just hold 2 hammers off to the side as long as you can. It's not very injury prone, but it is very empowering. Especially now
people want to hold the hammers up, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'll have to see if I can there's some little dry erase board or something so people can come back and see the leaderboard. That makes me think about that for Gen Con. Oh, so much planning.
Drew says he's a former competitive strongman.
Yeah, you would love that challenge. And
oh man, I gotta say, this looks like a lot of fun. I really like how you guys have put this whole thing together, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it. Let's say, like me, I can't be at Gen Con. Will you guys have this somewhere where we can check it out, either during or later?
Yes, sir.
yeah, as far as I know, it will be live streamed and you can watch it live and also affect the game with donations live, even remotely, to add to the chaos of the game. So that's one of the funnest things about I've found with doing charity D&D games is that the donations affect the game, whether you're giving power to the players or power to the DM. It's a fun way to involve the chat or involve people with their donations, that you get something for your donation, whether it's like, hey, now you've got a deck of many things drawn for this person for a donation of $100, like just something like that injects more chaos into the game. And Luke's gonna have fun time trying to wrangle that, because it's it's something. It adds a lot of fun.
And like people like when they get something out of it, because it's more like getting a memento, getting a piece of what's happening, making it feel like they've done something.
Yeah. And you bring that up. I will actually, one of my donation tiers is I've got a bunch of foam weapons that Spencer's bringing. So you get, if you buy one of these foam weapons, you'll get a nice little card and weapon that you can take and fight at home with. You also get an access to my campaign chapter 3 for that donation. So that's one of my donation tiers that people can sign up with.
That's super cool.
Sweet. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you hear us?
Now that
Yeah, I
that
can
you
hear you
got
guys
that
now.
pulled up, let's talk about that. The auction. If anybody's interested in bidding on any of the items that we have, there's about a dozen or so items, but you do need to pre-register in order to bid. So please do that. Link is in my bio, the Weather Dragon on Instagram, to do that.
It's also up in mine now too.
Cool. So Mirror Spencer, give us a visit and check that out and get registered.
Yeah, I think I put it into the. I'm about to put it into the comment section if my computer allows me to. But I did put it into the description. There you go, of the show. That way, it's already in there and people can see it automatically when they go check out this show on the rewatch or right now on the regular watch.
It's very true. And we're also going to add some of Tank's lab Tanks about the weapon bundles, because we'll probably save one or two of those for the auction level, and then Tank can sign them when we're done too. But that's going to be really cool. That's one of the big ways.
Like for that, I think it just could be a
I lost audio again.
tier. So if people just get it, they can buy it, and if they're going to pick it up at Gen Con, great. If not, we'll figure out how to ship it to them.
It says that one thing that they pay for the shipping stuff. So that's fine.
Can you guys drop that link into the private chat, and then we'll post it in the regular one?
Sure. Yeah, I'll get Mike too. Oh, Mike's gone too.
It's a bad night tonight. I'm not sure what's going on. Probably the weather.
Doors. It's all right. Technology is never reliable, which is one of the biggest, scariest things about with the con and how we live stream. Granted, we have a lot of redundancies put in place. We have a really good team. One of the people that I met through AMMA, the Armored Medieval Martial Arts group, that he does a lot of their stream stuff, and John's going to be helping us with that. So it's going to be good. And that's the part of the planning part that's been interesting. Just all the stuff that's been going into it, like Mike was talking about.
Oh, look at that. Full plate, miniature line, rule book, and paint.
It's only going to get bigger and better from here. It's just fun. And I think I'm just so glad that Tank's able to come to this one. It's kind of it wasn't last moment. We added him to the show early, but as far as bringing the mini training grounds or the outposts, I've been calling it, there's just so much opportunity.
Might as well. Like, if I was smart, I would have tried to get my own booth at Gen Con, but the whole idea of doing the campaign, fusing D&D and fitness started in December, and I launched in the end of January. So I had to film 1,000 exercise videos, figure out the strength modifier and how it can be adaptable for everyone, and then it's the whole story aspect of making sure the cool story is going and flowing and is intertwining, and
I can see you've actually thought this whole thing out.
When he had it up there, I can't hear him now. I gotta leave and come back too. So
yeah, that's becoming an issue.
StreamYard, I'm calling you out.
I think it's time to use another platform, bro.
Oh, they're charging me enough.
Yeah, you need a refund.
I was surprised when they threw me out the last time. I was like, where did that happen from?
Yeah.
I think we've all got thrown out except for Tank.
It's the good vibes. It's the good karma I put out into the universe.
I agree. Oh man, I gotta say, like, I love what you've set up. I love the program. I love what you're doing. You know, it's hard enough to get yourself into that frame of mind of getting healthy, because sometimes there's other things involved, mental illnesses and other things that or ADHD, that tend to stop us from doing things, and we got to figure out a way around it. And this is a good way around it.
Yeah, and like I wanted, because I find like fantasy nerds in general have been the community that's been like disenfranchised from regular fitness.
Yeah.
It's like anime people got stuff, Marvel people got stuff, like the superhero comics, but it's like the people that want to like be like Gimli or Aragon or those type of people don't really have kind of that same motivation in the gym. So I'm like, I wanted to reach all the people that were either disenfranchised from the gym or have social anxiety or the loud noises of plates banging. I'm like, okay, cool. You can do all of this at home. All of these like 10 subclasses that I designed are centered around pieces of equipment that is readily available, and you can do it at home. So you don't have to step foot in the gym if you don't want to. So I wanted
but
to make
arguably have a stronger community.
Yeah, a whole like uplifting, positive, wholesome community where everyone's cheering each other on. Like someone will post and be like, I am not feeling it today. I just blah, blah. It's like, yeah, that's okay. Go for a walk, go for a patrol, get out of your own head and have some fun, or just like just making sure everyone is brought up and not left behind, which is huge.
Drew's like, speaking of mental illness and depression, I just got home and need to go stare at a wall blankly and put on Lord of the Rings soundtrack. Have a great stream, fellas.
Oh, take it easy, Drew. I'm sorry, bud. Missed you, my man.
Drew's a maniac.
You know that work life or paying for the dream is always a hard thing.
Yeah. Work always seems to get in the way.
That's a definite, but you have to pay for the dream somehow. The good thing is when you finally aren't paying for, or when you start paying for the dream with the dream. That's the goal we all have, is to pay for the dream with the dream. But till then, we got to do it. We got to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so awesome. And like, if you guys ever look at Tank's post, like he's building the little the garden area for his wife and family, since she's been so patient and helping. Yeah, side questing. So it's just really great to see him starting to succeed and go things. Like he told me the stories, like, well, I was a tow truck driver for a while to make this all happen. I'm like, you gotta do whatever you gotta do to make it work.
Like there was a definite time where I redlined it hard, and I'm like, how is this going to? Because I'm Canadian, so I don't even get paid for views on the most platforms. So it's like, I have millions of followers. How is this gonna? How can I do this? How can I make this work? I know I'm doing something good. I'm improving the lives of millions or thousands of people. It's like something's gotta work somehow. So that's when I started like getting into the more personal training and workout application. As soon as I dropped that, the community showed up and it just changed everything. And then launching the one-on-one coaching platform last October was a lot more success than I was expecting. And I'm like, cool, I can bring this dream of D&D and fitness like I've been wanting to for so long. And that's when I hyperfixated and like just worked so hard to bring it to life in as short as possible. And like I hire voice actors, and I have an artist commissioned, and I've got writers to help flesh out the lore and make sure things are tying in together nicely, because I can't wear every single hat. I have to like offload so I can make sure I'm like running things efficiently. Like I can do the training, I can do the working out at home, the gamifying of fitness and all of that. But if I'm like trying to get a good story arc, and I'm like, I know where I want to start and where I want to end, and then counters need to do this, and we need to come up with these different monsters to go along the way, so it ties in and blah, blah, blah. That's where like the writer helps, and I just like point him in a direction and he goes, and then I just kind of do a little edit But yeah, it's a lot, and I'm able to support a lot of people. And like my artist, he's got artwork to commission for like 12 pieces of artwork for each chapter, and I've got
that's so awesome.
7 to 9 chapters, so that's a lot of artwork that he's good. He knows he's got his bills paid for that long. And like my voice actor, when I drop an encounter in my group, he does all the special effects and voice acting of the encounters. So it's like a DM presenting the encounter and like roll initiative at the end, so to speak. So he does all this cool voice acting and monster sound effects and music, and he drops that every week. So like he's got his bills paid for, or a chunk of his bills paid for however long. And the writer, Crazy Hermit DM, I should shout out my artist. So artist is Gamma Trap. If you want to follow him on all platforms, he's fantastic. Voice actor is Doof Guy. He's also incredibly Doof Guy. He's very good, very talented. My writer is Crazy Hermit DM, helping me wrangle my ADHD and thoughts of how we should go throughout this Ragnarok-ish story without it being Ragnarok. It's a Norse fantasy end of days story without it stealing from the Ragnarok overall story. So
I love all that. I love the fact that you're doing all that, and that you keep building. We one of my favorite things here, which is what I like having you guys on, is to support the community, to be sure, because the whole reason I started Bitten AppleTV was because I wanted to showcase the people that don't get showcased. Because we would go to the convention with the other group that we were with, and he would like, "Oh, let's go talk to the stars," and I'm like, "But you got all these great people,
Right?
Cool stuff
That get overlooked."
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, somebody needs to like talk to these guys and put them out there so that people can see their stuff.
Absolutely. And after the more things get stabilized, I want to try to pull Tank. We were showing the videos of all these little snippets and storylines that go along with the stories, but eventually trying to convince Tank, that you guys at home can put in the comments below, that a little short film would be so much fun. And Kickstarting it and doing more of that, like, absolutely. We have like Tigger Fitness is like, "Spencer, make sure to tell Tank that I want to do more fight choreography." I'm like, yeah, that's all, buddy. Very good at that.
Like, it would be cool to do a short film. Logistically, that's a lot of money. So it would be a Kickstarter. So I think the way I would like to run it is, because I've already commissioned all the artwork, I've already commissioned the writing. I want to make either a D&D source book manual to go along with the story, whether it's released chapter by chapter, because I don't want to wait till chapter 9 to do that, because that'll be like a couple years. But yeah, to find like either, I'll have to figure out how to kickstart that in a way that makes sense, because I've got even chapter themed dice that go with it, and I also have some like monster miniatures that have been made as well. So it's like I have all the rewards done for the Kickstarter. I just have to compile it and organize it in a way that the community will want to actually buy it. So if it's like chapter by chapter source book manuals that you can either bring the idea of the training grounds into your setting in D&D, or even making monster cards, or for each of the monster encounters you can drop the card onto the table, or scan the QR code on the card and you want to do that workout, or it's lots. That's a lot.
But luckily, Tank doesn't know yet. There'll be a Sentinels of the Shieldless Norse edition that can be in his world. It's not all the Sentinels have to be together. There can always be those stories. And that's what I think it really work. There's a plan.
There's no limit to the ideas, for sure. It's just figuring out which ones are the ones you should be chasing first, and maybe putting the others off for a little bit longer.
Oh, that's always the thing. That is definitely always the thing. What do we do now? What can we do now? What can be done? And not being stuck, because sometimes, you'll look at the bigger picture instead of looking at the bits and pieces, and you'll get stuck with the bigger picture and won't do anything.
And I think that rises to a testament. Like, we have some, like, another one of our casts. So we have Tank Tolman, myself, we have Baron DeRop, we have Alicia Marie Body, we have Amy Vorpal, and we have Professor DM. And one of the other, actually, co-workers with Tank as well, the Emberglow Studios, they just produced a game that was more towards kids and as adventurers like starting. Yeah, and that was a really important Kickstarter. That did really well. And we have now Professor DM.
We were showing that thing off every day, every time we were on the show here.
Well, it showed because they got to like past the 250,000. And then we have Professor DM who's making one right now. And actually, Mike knows more about that. What's his called?
He's Deathbringer, and it's over $1 million in like 4 days.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So super people are just really making really cool things.
Someone to talk to that I should talk to.
Absolutely. That's one of the ones where it takes like, I don't know. I'm like, no, we have the resources. The people want it.
Sometimes, it's like you're saying, Tank. Sometimes you need to like make sure that your team is working with you.
Yep.
But he's doing it. There's so many other cool things. Like I said, when we had Luke join us, he was originally going to be a player, but then we had some things fall through, and it's like, hey, Luke, would you be DM? And that's absolutely amazing. And for those of you who don't know, of course, I mean, the legend, Luke Gygax, and he's just amazing at GaryCon, which we're talking about doing some stuff at GaryCon, just seeing like it's an amazing convention. And the convention source, especially once again with Tank stuff, I want to take that more to other conventions and add that nerd fitness bit. The nerds are going to get fit whether they like it or not.
They'll like it. They'll like
it. They'll like it.
We had Luke locked in as a player originally. I was chasing Anjali Bomani to run the game, and she didn't tell me no right away. She's like, I got to see what my schedule's doing. But once when at GaryCon this year is where she finally broke my heart and told me no, she can't do it. So while I was there, I approached Luke. I said, Luke, Anjali can't do it. Would you be willing to jump in the DM seat? And he said, sure. So that's how that happened.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
But that's how it works out. Well, the way the story works is it takes twists and turns.
It's wild though too, man, because like I've been doing this now for 6 years, and the people I've met and the relationships I've made. My first choice for DM was Todd Stashwick. He couldn't do it, so then I went to Anjali. She couldn't do it, and then went to Luke. And these are people that I can talk to. I can approach all these people in public, and it's just like,
yeah. And Andrew, yeah, you're right. Luke is such a great dude. Just so down to earth.
Yeah, Andrew's a big D&D'er.
Nice, absolutely. So
he's actually
I think that's also
make games himself.
Oh, nice.
Well, I want to thank you guys for having me on, but I got to go have dinner with the kids.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely,
So,
everyone, make sure to check out.
Tell the people where they can find you and all the good stuff. Go for it.
Yeah. You can find me also like all social media platforms, Tank Tolman. If you're looking for fitness that is approachable, where you can start where you stand. You don't have to pass through
lost everybody again
in order to come into the fitness space. So yeah, join the training grounds. And if that's a little bit out of your budget range, Word of the World Tree campaign chapter 3 will be debuting August 7th. So mark that calendar if you want to infuse D&D and fitness and fight monsters every week and be a part of an incredible community to help you reach your fitness goals and have fun with it. We've had a lot of success with a whole bunch of nerds so far. So why not be one of them, my friends? Why not be one of them? But
it's great meeting you, Tank. Thank you.
Great meeting you.
Great to meet you all. And yeah, we'll chat another time.
I gotta say, Tank, you lived up to your legend because I've heard a lot of good things about you.
Yeah. Hammer.
Have a good night.
Hammer.
Hammer. Oh my god. And Weather Dragon is back. Can you hear us?
Yay.
StreamYard is dumb.
Oh my god. Dude, this is the worst it's ever been.
He immediately
If
froze
that,
right
if
away.
that happens again, good night, fellas, and I'll see you tomorrow. God.
It's so funny because I find that if you're on the computer, it doesn't happen. It's something with the phone.
Yeah.
I do not get it. And it's been something consistent, which I told what I was saying before, and I sent the complaint, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave and come back grade 2 because I can't hear him. I'll do it.
Good Lord.
This is gonna be the worst episode ever.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had like one drop off, but
Should we cut our losses? I mean, what are we doing here?
So why don't you tell the people all the good stuff about what you do while you can still hear us?
Who, me?
Yeah. Because I feel like our friend is frozen.
Yeah, Spencer's looking pretty frozen there. Well, I started off. Weather Dragon became a business in 2020. I made a game table about 3 years ago for us, my friends and family, because my brain I can't do anything simple. I wanted a cool table. People were pushing me to show it to the world, so I made it a business in 2020, and probably the worst time to make a business because that was during COVID. But 6 years later, here I am doing some cool stuff.
You are doing some cool stuff.
Don't tell me I lost you again, son of a bitch.
Uh-oh. No, you can keep talking.
I can't hear nobody.
Let me tell him, keep talking. There we go. Let's see if he sees it. Oh, no, he lost it. Now it's just, oh, look. It's like a musical chair game.
Musical chairs. Yay! Oh, he's gone too. Oh,
yeah, he was talking all about what he does with the Weather Dragon, and yeah.
I really feel that StreamYard is seeing like all these buff guys, and it's getting scary.
I think it is. I agree with you.
I mean, between Tank and Simply Samurai.
Because it's either that or they're like, stop using your phones.
we're like, no, too bad. Not gonna do it. Phones for everything. I don't have a computer here right now.
Oh my God. So I was having Weather Dragon tell everybody about him. Why don't you tell everybody about you, since we have you now until you're
Sure. So like the voice too. So my name is Simply Samurai, aka Spencer Waddell. I do professional sword fighting for a living, but the aspect of I started doing historical European martial arts, and then there's something called the SCA, Society of Creative Anachronism, which is like a LARP, but they fight with rattan swords, which is like bamboo but solid. And then I started doing more steel fighting, which around in 2012 there's something called Battle of the Nations, which is basically like MMA and armor, but teams of 5 on like 5 and 10 on 10. And then they have like the Olympics, like the Sword Olympics, basically. So you have to fight your way up like an anime arc to see who's the best in whatever sword class for dueling, which I love. And we fight with real metal swords. Like they're not sharp, but they're real metal. We have helmets that protect us. There's no thrusting, but it's real. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, did I leave too? Is everyone gone?
No.
Can I hear you guys? Okay, it's just zooming me. Okay,
Yeah,
so gotcha. I was like, oh, they're all gone. Well, I took it by myself. But then I started doing more historical European martial arts and actually historical African martial arts, learning more of the academic side of things. And after I got out of the Air Force around 2008, I just did a whole bunch of different jobs. I was like, how can I like do this as a living? And I'm still figuring it out as I go along. It's just been really fun. And over right now, I'm actually in Germany, in Stuttgart, and I'm about to travel to Denmark for a team. I'm a Team USA, and we have the Sword Olympics for the International Medieval Combat Federation, so the IMCF. So think about like a boxing federation. So there's 2 big boxing federations, or 2 big sword federations, the IMCF and Buhurt International. And it's just been fun. It's been really cool starting to take off, do more things. And that's how I actually met Tank. I was doing stuff with a giant wooden sword, like the Big Guts Dragon Slayer. I was doing fitness things in LA, and I saw Tank, and Tank's like, "Oh, hey, like, I see you from Instagram. I was like, oh, hey, Tank, nice to meet you. And he's as tall as I am. Like, I'm 6'4".
Ooh.
Tank's a big dude. Like, he's not like you think a small Viking Gimli guy. Nah, he's a big dude. And that's actually me and my friend Nicholas. He has a really cool Instagram too. We were just doing some fun content. We were up in northern Germany, and there's that meme where it talks about like you like jumping over a log and like you die, like the ghost.
I love that meme. It's funny as hell.
It's so good. And I'm like, he's like, hey, we're gonna do this in the forest. I'm like, sure, bud, whatever you want. And Nick's such a great guy. He's actually gonna be fighting for Team Netherlands. But in the sword fighting categories, there's like all these different categories you can fight in for like dueling, which is like the one-on-ones. There's the big melees. Right now, I was also doing this little kind of. We just had FIFA, right? So I was like, I'm gonna have all the 12 traditional D&D classes that we're gonna work on. I'm gonna put them through a voting system, and people are gonna vote to see who I'm going to be as for the Gen Con event. And you can see from this one, I think if you click on the other ones, it shows that it got all the way down to now it's Barbarian versus Paladin, which you guys can go on my Instagram, simply _samurai, and you can either type Paladin or Barbarian, whoever you want to win. It's up, I think, go up higher than the other ones. Go up to.
You don't need like dismemberments or like decapitations, right, to win this thing. Simply.
No. It's very safe. There's different rules. Like there's no thrust. There's no stabbing. No, some people like cut their head off.
I'm thinking like crazy. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's like no, just a fresh room.
Yeah. Actually, if you go down, like scroll down some more, there's one fight with I don't do MMA as much. That's armored medieval martial arts. That's like the one-on-one. It's like UFC fight. Right. But that's starting to take off a whole lot now. Scroll down a little bit more if you have a little. Let's see, I think there might be one of the fights. Keep going. This is all new stuff. I've just been doing all the nerd things. Keep going. It's pictures. Oh, actually, that far top, that right one, the one like the women there in the American flag tabard.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the one. Yeah. So this was actually in Prague in 2003, and that was for longsword. So my main competition sport that I fight in is a longsword. So it's one-on-one. You're fighting just a longsword like front, and it's like boxing rules pretty much. But there is kicks, but kicks don't count for points. You can set people up. If you're fighting with actually steel longsword, and a hit to the head is 1 point, hit to the body is 1 point, hit to the arms, the torso, or arms and appendages is 1 point as well. So it's just points. But you can push. There's no grappling or anything. But if someone falls over, that also counts as 1 point. And that's the best I've ever done.
I definitely would have impaled him then. I mean,
yeah. Now you'd be disqualified. You get away with it once, and then send you home.
A little overreaction. You're on the ground now. You're dead.
Yeah. But it's crazy. It's just really
I'm just kidding.
No, you're fine. Which is interesting because I'd also do HEMA and like the lightsaber fighting too, where it does have stabs and thrusts. And that one's like Taekwondo scoring, where like the first person get hit once you're done.
I did Taekwondo, and it's fun. I mean, point coordinating is a lot of fun because it's a lot of strategy.
Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
It's really cool.
So if you think about like Taekwondo point scoring, but with swords, that's also a lot of fun. That's what a lot of like the HEMA is, or historical European martial art.
Well, Kendo.
And I also did that as well.
I did Kendo for a while as well. So
nice.
Really cool. Yeah.
I never did it actually. And there's actually I want to go to Japan and go to some actual Kendoka schools. But anyway, it's been really fun. It's been cool working it out. I turned 40 this year, so I don't know how much more years of actual high level competition I'll have left. But that's why I really wanted to start doing more tabletop gaming. I thought it was always fun to be like a fighter, and then who's actually done fighting, and then talk about tabletop gaming. And I'm starting to build more of a niche where I'm going to start talking about like, hey, this is a move in Dungeons and Dragons. How would this work in real life? Or
that'd be great.
Back and forth. Yeah. It's just so much stuff going on.
I don't realize people don't realize how heavy this armor is. It's got to be exhausting. Just standing there for like 3 minutes. It's just I can't imagine that.
Yeah, like that kit right there is that's about 65 pounds. I'm wearing titanium. The helmet by itself is like 15 to 10 pounds, and the mask protects you. So like that's mostly stainless steel or spring steel. You don't want a titanium helmet, even though they're working on some stuff. But yeah, just the fitness level to get to that is interesting. But I do tell everybody, everyone's like, I want to get in shape before I start sword fighting. Get in shape while you're sword fighting, just like Tank with the nerd stuff. People think about, I need to be at a certain level before I can even start. And you don't have to buy a sword. You can just buy a wooden stick. Like I wanted to do a video talking about that. Go to Harbor Freight, not Harbor Freight more, so more like Lowe's or Home Depot. And you just buy like a dowel rod. And that can be your sword for now. And you can put like a cross guard on it if you want to. But the main part is just using your body and learning how to swing a sword. Because a lot of people, when they first start, they're swinging like a bat or they're not using their hips. Just like any martial arts, right? There's so much technique to it.
It's so funny though, because I feel like people forget that when we were younger, we would just use a stick.
Oh yeah. Just go in the backyard, hit each other with sticks. And that's why I used to joke. People were like, how'd you get started in this? I'm like, well, I was 4 or 5 or 6 when we used to hit each other with sticks, and then it just went from there. My parents were like, are you ever going to grow out of this? I'm like,
no. I use the inner tubes from my dad's golf bag for my lightsaber.
Oh heck yeah.
It was cool.
Or those Christmas tubes from like the pat, like from wrapping. You're like, this is a good sword.
I got into a lot of fight with those. Andrew says, I also follow him, and blunted swords really hurt, and you guys are a bunch of bad men. I love it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, I know it's absolutely insane. Like the armor protects us, even though they're not sharp metal swords. It hurts. It can hurt. It can sting. But that's what the armor protects you. And then doing with
a ranger.
He
said he likes to see you as a ranger.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping that with my skill tree or the thing that we had for the cup, I was hoping I'd get ranger. We had another ranger class anyway, but it's going to be either barbarian or paladin. So for those of you like that go there,
I'm sorry, Simply, you're a tank. You're all tank.
That's okay.
If I want someone in battle, I want you in front. That's all I gotta say.
You're like, go. You go in the door first. You go in the door first.
Yeah, it's all right. You go first. I'll follow you.
And it all tanks don't have to have shields too. Like I remember the good old Warcraft days, like tanks with double-handed, two-handed swords or the two-handed axes. That's the kind of paladin. Well, I think I'm probably gonna be a barbarian for the game, which would be nice because Tank is actually playing a barbarian Viking, not barbarian, sorry, a paladin, something giant. And we have Professor DM, I think, is playing like he said a bearded dwarf madman, or just, I think it's a fighter. So we actually need a barbarian, even though Pally would be cool. I could be paladin next time. But ranger for real life, though, Andrew, yes. Like I love archery, just the Aragorn / Strider life for real. Absolutely.
I was a paladin in World of Warcraft. I was in a group, and they got so mad at me because I went in being a tank. They said, "You're a paladin. You're supposed to heal." It's like, come on, man. I'm a tank and a healer. I can do both. What's the problem?
I was a paladin for a long time in World of Warcraft, and they were trying to pull that bullshit on me. I'm like, I am not a healer. I don't have the ability to get you guys safely out of this. Do not expect me to heal.
Paladin healing was so weird. Like I tried it for a little bit. The gear was different, and like I remember it had like that one, like you put a thing there and people, or was maybe that priest, but I don't know. It was just the beacon, and it was just weird. So you're like, no, I'd rather be an off tank or just be DPS. Like, but everyone loves DPS.
Yeah,
because as a paladin, you were just good at surviving. And then people go, you have healing. Yeah, I can survive.
I always got sapped by these stupid, like you said, DPS. Rogues. I mean, rogues.
Yeah.
I just get sapped by like an orc rogue. And it's just like, it's not even fun anymore. Forget it. So I gave up.
Oh, man. Wow. That was some good times. I love playing that.
Yeah. I keep wondering if I should go back, but my friend's like, no, do Final Fantasy. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, my friends have tried to sucker me into Final Fantasy, which they have the samurai class, ninjas. Like the class system in that's really cool. The fact that you have one tune or one character and you just skill switch. But I just don't have time to play games really like much anymore. Like I've been real life D&D in it, been sword fighting, or like I said, organizing for these events, or doing 4chan stuff for Tank. It's just hard to find the time. I miss those days when I could just put 4 hours into World of Warcraft.
Oh my God, I miss those days. I used to spend a whole night just playing around, and the sun would come up.
Yeah, Yeah,
Can't do
just
that
like it's
anymore.
not so much. I can maybe get one every now and then. I'll play like Hunt Showdown, which is a cool cowboy game. That's one of my besties who's a firefighter. He'll like put the kids to sleep, and we'll play 4 hours of that. But that's been wild too.
Yeah, I completely understand. Oh my God,
Thank you.
Paul, why don't you tell the people what you do, what you're up to? Tell them about the Kickstarter that you are working on right now. Go for it.
Yeah, so I'm Paul Hebert, the creator and founder of Time Enforcers, which is started out as a video game that makes learning history fun, but now it's morphed itself into a comic book because I had to animate the whole episode 2. So I'm creating a comic book as a Kickstarter. So it's been a really cool experience. I'm really excited about this. We're close to funding. I'm 75% away. So I'm doing a big push to try and get fully funded within the next few days so I can get the algorithm to like me still, which would be good. But we've got,
you're only 25% away.
Yeah. Yeah, but we've got some really great rewards in terms of tiers. We're giving away, not giving away, but we have a stage tiered system. So no matter what tier you make, you get everything else below it. So if you go a $30 pledge, you're going to get every tier below $30 as well as a bonus. So I really want to build a fan base here. I think it's really important in terms of getting the word out, making sure that people understand how important history is. If we can get kids engaged and have them have a good time doing it, then they're just going to want to learn more. That's how I did it. I mean, I grew up and I had to go to the library to get books, and I just found history fascinating. The more I read, the more I wanted to do it. So it's really the whole purpose of what we're trying to do with Time Enforcers. The comic book is actually part of our education framework. We have a whole curriculum set up that's going to be using a video game, a comic book, tabletop role-playing game, but we also combine that with standard study aids like a mission journal, where students will get a research topic and they actually have to go and write notes down on a daily basis to figure out what they're going to do. They take their notes back and they do a presentation as a group. So it's getting all the basic skills down in terms of researching, collaborating, presentation making, and it's really trying to get kids more acceptable to the fact that I'm not going to die if I do a presentation in public. It's just a matter of practice and getting them used to doing it. So trying to break down those barriers and go that route. Ralph is showing our page, our rewards here, but we got 5 variant covers that we have on for display and for selection. We've got Keith Williams, we've got Angel Lopez, we've got Chris Madd, we've got Will Torres and Angelo Concepcion III for variant covers, and they're all excellent. And I really want to make them approachable. Each one's $30, but if you buy 3, they're like $50. And if you buy all 5, it's like
$100. Guy, I'm down.
Yeah.
How much money is that one? Done.
Yeah, that's Will Torres's. That's my samurai guy. He is Kaizen. He's a samurai warrior. He was in episode 1. So I developed episode 1 because I like the 7 samurai and the Magnificent 7. That's really why I did it. So you learn about feudal Japan, so it's a lot of fun. And then these are our 2 characters in episode 2. That's Amelia Earhart and Maisie Smith, who I made up. She's actually an engineer for Amelia. She went to MIT and Caltech for her doctorate in temporal dynamics and warp technology. So she's just not a regular engineer. She's really smart, and she is a great what's the word I'm looking for? Improviser. So she does improvisation really well. So it's really trying to get kids inspired to, think about, I can do this too. These are just regular people that have gone on to do great things because they had a inspiration or some sort of commitment to it, and they really wanted to make a go of things. And so that's really why I'm doing this, is to let, anyone can be a great person. You just have to commit yourself to an idea and do what's right. So.
It's so cool.
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's been a really, Ralph will attest. I met Raphael 3 years ago at Garden State Comic Fest, and I just love being on the show because of all the people we meet. I mean, meeting you guys tonight was amazing, and what you're doing, to raise money for charity is just incredible. So I'm inspired by the people that are on the show. They're just doing great things, and they're usually ultimately creative, which is just amazing to me as well. So it's really a lot of fun.
Right back at you.
Thanks. But, I'm trying to incorporate a lot of different ideas with this, and one of those is like my film noir character Nick O'Time. He's really based on like the C.M. Spades and the Philip Marlowes of the old movies from the 40s, the 30s, and the 40s. And the whole point is with film noir, everything's black and white, and so Nick, wherever he appears is going to be in black and white. Anything he touches in color is going to be black and white. So I'm kind of having fun with this. It's really meant to be kind of tongue in cheek sometimes, and I'm paying homage to a lot of creators that I knew growing up. In movies and comic books. I've been a big science fiction comic book geek all my life. And, really want to acknowledge, the impact those influencers had on me growing up. And hopefully that'll, inspire some kids as well to think about, this is really cool. So, yeah, I had one drawing there of the group, the 4 teammates, and it's based on episode 4 from Star Wars, which is really cool. So
that's super cool.
Thanks. But that's the history all around this campaign that I talked about. So it's really, I'll scroll up again for a little bit. Go back up. You can see on this panel right here. So those are the 4 breakdowns. Basically, you have the mission journals. You have what this thing is a data bank that really provides the information for the kids to choose what they want to learn. So if you're going to be learning about feudal Japan, that data bank contains the people, places, and things that they can choose from. I want to. This is the topic I want to investigate. It could be it could be about the Tea Party. Tea Party, tea celebrations in Japan were very important. And understanding how important that cultural event was is something that could be researched, or it could be about the whole samurai mystique and the whole idea of the shogunate and how feudal Japan was really broken up into different sections. It's really up to the kids to decide what is it you want to learn, what interests you, and then go out and do it. And hopefully that'll get them engaged. So
that's cool. That's super.
Thanks. So yeah, so the next Kickstarter after this, hopefully this gets funded. I'm pretty sure it will, but you never know. But it's going to be my tabletop role-playing game. Ralph and I went to Long Island Tabletop this past spring, and it just inspired me seeing all these guys and see what they're doing. And I really wanted to make a game that was going to be easy to set up and easy to play, because a lot of these kids were trying to make it accessible. We have this whole idea of universal design for learning, which is making learning accessible for all kids. It doesn't matter what your reading level is. So making it simple to set up, simple to play, but making it, impactful. And the tabletop role-playing game is going to be based on Trivial Pursuit as well as Dungeons and Dragons. So you're going to have this idea of, learning the history through the Trivial Pursuit, but you're going to have the Dungeons and Dragons where you can create your own character, have a character from history, get thrown into situations where you have to use their powers to get out of it. And it's making the idea is like, how do I get out of it? And using your creativity to do that. It's just not a one set or done type thing. So
that's really cool.
Thank you.
Really interesting. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, if you could check us out, I appreciate it. I mean, we're looking to build a community and get it going. We have a Discord channel going now. It's starting to grow in number. I think I had 4 people. Now I'm up to like 8. So little steps with everything and, trying to build the understanding. So.
Absolutely. It's got to start somewhere. And that like grassroots, just for people. No, I'm just going to take it out. It reminds me a little bit about Carmen Sandiego, like we're in time.
There you go.
It's funny you say that, man, because it's like I talk to people about this, and it doesn't matter where I am, which convention. I've attended it like Comic Cons, and I did the New Jersey Education Association convention last fall. And everyone says, not a teacher that inspired me. It was either Carmen Sandiego or it was Oregon Trail, but they're neglecting the most important one. This is the one that inspired me. It was Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Fractured Fairy Tales, man. That was the one that inspired me to do this. It's like turning history on its end, right? And having a good time with it. That's really what
we're dating ourselves so much with that, because there's so many kids now like that don't anyone that uses instead of cell phone like this, which that broke my mind. But I think cell phone is like this or this now. I'm like, they have no idea what Peabody.
Dude, you gotta talk on the phone like this. I don't care what you say.
That's what I'm used to. But now I'm just like, oh no, I'm the old guy now.
I saw that video,
but you're right.
I saw that video when they're asking the kids, talk on the phone, and they're like,
and I'm like, oh, it's like that wasn't me from now. You're like, oh no.
Or it's I got my earpiece in. I can't hear you. What are you saying? What?
But I think that's Peabody and Sherman. That is a good one, because I remember that. I love Bullwinkle. Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, such a cool cartoon. Natasha and what was the game? Was the guy the evil
Boris.
Russian guy? Yeah.
Yeah, Boris and Natasha.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. And Aesop's Fables. But yeah, no, that's really cool. I really think that I'm gonna have to check that out. Make sure the links in there.
All right, folks, let's go to the videotape.
Welcome, fellow adventurer, to the next thrilling installment of the Time Enforcer Saga, Episode 2, Flying into the Crime Storm, where learning history can be fun.
Welcome to Axiom Intergalactic News, your single source of truth for the events that shape our reality. Timeline in chaos! The GSTC moves into action! This is your announcer, Ed Henry, bringing you the latest intergalactic updates from the Axiom News Network. The Galactic Space-Time Consortium, watchful guardians of the timeline, are under attack! A new evil from a trans-dimensional realm has emerged with a diabolical mission to transform reality as we know it. As events unfold, one question remains and looms large. Has the public placed its faith in an organization unprepared to handle the challenges ahead?
Fascinating read, a bit difficult to comprehend. I'll have to consult with CG about this one. Well, hello there, and good day to you. I'm Paul Hebert, speaking to you from the historic Thomas Nass Library, right here in Morristown, New Jersey. Now, if you've been following the reports from the Axiom News Network, you could be forgiven for believing our situation is, well, needless to say, rather dire. However, the truth is considerably more fascinating. For centuries, history has quietly shaped the world around us. Yet, do you realize that hidden behind pivotal moments in our past stands an organization dedicated to protecting the very timeline itself, the Galactic Space-Time Consortium. Its mission appears simple, but it is somewhat difficult in practice. Preserve history as we know it. Today, this challenge has never been more important, and that is precisely what the Time Enforcers is all about. One might even say learning history can be far more exciting when action and adventure is a big part of it. But enough from me. I would like to introduce you to one of the founders of the GSTC, the venerable Professor C.T. Haugens. C.T., are you there?
Blast it, Paul. Couldn't you have picked a better time to drop in? It's total chaos here. The outer defenses of the GSTC headquarters have been breached. Time portals are destabilizing. The archives are under siege. The very timeline itself is at risk of collapse. We need to call in every recruit we can to the GSTC to help out. I can't speak now. I have to go.
Well, as you can see, the situation has become considerably a bit more complicated, and quite frankly, we can use your help. Joining our Kickstarter campaign is your opportunity to take part in this mission. Whether you're discovering Time Enforcers for the very first time, or you followed our adventures from the very beginning, you will find a reward tier worthy of every agent. Choose from multiple editions of the graphic novel, including 5 stunning variant covers illustrated by an incredible lineup of legendary artists, an exclusive hardcover edition, and additional rewards that will unlock as new stretch goals are achieved throughout the campaign. Every pledge strengthens the mission. Every backer helps bring this adventure one step closer to reality. Friends, make a pledge. Support the mission and help us defeat Chronolith and his evil minions of doom once and for all. The GSTC is counting on you. Thank you for your support.
Oh my God, I just love it.
I love the Muppet face.
Oh my God. You can tell Paul's having a lot of fun with this.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Just a blast.
Oh my God. So one more time, tell them all about what's happening at Gen Con. And I'll put up the Sentinels of the Shield list.
Absolutely. So August 1st at Gen Con, we will be at the Basil Athenaeum. It'll be the theater. We'll be doing a live charity stream game for D&D with amazing DMs, Luke Gygax, myself as one of the players, Tank Tolman, Elisa Marie Body, Baron Durop, Professor DM, as well as Amy Vorpal, and it's going to be amazing. We are doing charity for the Children's Advocacy Centers of North Carolina, trying to help kids have the childhood that they should have. So you can think about these fun things like Peabody and Sherman, learn about Carmen Sandiego, all these amazing things that we want to make sure is preserved for the kids while having a good time playing a D&D game with it. So please check us out. You can check me out on simply_samurai on most social medias. We're having donations. I'm doing a little to figure out what character I'm playing still. So it's either going to be Paladin or Barbarian. So it's the finals. So please go vote. Costs you nothing. You can just say, I want you to be Barbarian. I want to be Paladin, and vote in stories. And if you do want to throw some money at it that will help, you can hit the donation link that will go towards the charity, but also save that money, honestly, for the live stream when you guys check out Sentinels of the Shieldless when we're actually doing our campaign. So thank you so much, guys. It's just been a really great time, and this is all your dreams. Be an awesome nerd. You have a great community here, and thank you for having us on the show.
So blessed meet you guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting a memo in for this one. It'd be fun to attend. So
thank you. Yeah, please, you guys can tune in from everywhere, and even if you can't watch it that night, please check into it later because this is not going to be the last show. We hope to make this more and more. Just the property sounds really cool. I mean, SOS, literally, like it's a cry out to help kids. Sentinels of the Shieldless.
It's great.
Just fun.
I had a feeling because it doesn't look like it's a one shot. It looks more like it's like the beginning of something.
Yeah, and that's what I think would be really fun about it. It's like you can do like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you can build these little things, or we just decided to make the big giant group party, and then eventually who knows what's else. Like Tank wants to do his North stuff, he can go do his own adventures. Like there's not going to be only one Sentinel of the Shieldless group. So I think that's really important. But general admission is $40. If you guys can show up, that's awesome. VIP, get to access, get to talk to me, Tank, and all the other individual members too. But once again, if you can't show up, please show up online or spread the word about this. We'll have really cool donation opportunities, at least for like raffles if you're there in person. So that will get you things. You walk in the door, you get entered in the raffles. We have like Emberglow Gaming. We have all these amazing people who've done sponsorships for us. And it's really cool to see everyone come together. Deck of Player Safety, Households and Humans, Wicked Goblin, Power of Games, just really. And now we actually have Wizards of the Coast with us. So it's cool that Wizards of the Coast is behind helping, as well as Gen Con talking about us too. So this is a dream come true. I'm glad Mike was able to help me have it together. I'm glad me and Mike have been able to make it happen. And Definitely. It's just going forward. But yeah.
I gotta say, the Wicked Goblin guys are pretty cool. I've been going back and forth with them because I shared some stuff where they were attached to, and they're very responsive. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I think Wicked Goblin. I think they live on the internet as much as I do. Like I post anything, he's like ready. I like this and things. Oh my gosh,
they got amazing stuff too.
Absolutely, really cool merch. They're giving us little cups with each of our book classes we're gonna have on. So that'd be cool. What else we got?
I've been seeing them put up the videos with all the cups that are the Rogue and the Ranger and the
oh yeah. So they've been building out that whole content stream. They're posting all the people from the event. Kids Table is also helping us. They've been amazing. Drew's Basement, which Drew's in.
I hope you guys supported their Kickstarter. You know, them and Emberglow did a fantastic job, especially for a beginner type of story. Yeah.
The adventure one
is amazing.
Yeah, I know. I want to get a copy and do more because there's this group called Geek Therapeutics. It's more on the academic side. They talk about either gaming through health or doing stuff. But I want to do a kids edition because obviously, since it's Shieldless, I would love to do a kids D&D game, not necessarily televised, obviously, but help that at cons and have kids help go through their first.
But that'd be great though to see like Sentinels of the Shieldless Kid Edition.
Attention span and doing stuff, but I think it'd just be fun to let them know that it's there. And Gen Con is not just for your parents and
that's true.
Other conventions there. Like we gotta start them young, get them used to it. And
I'm actually happy that they did this because as a DM, one of the hardest things to do is when you're introducing the game to a newcomer. And this this campaign that they put together actually is great for newcomers as well as kids.
Yeah, actually, can you go to I know an easy way is to go through Emberglow. Just click on Emberglow on Instagram and show the viewers real quick if you guys haven't seen this.
Sure, hold on. You can keep talking and I'll go look for it.
Sure. Yeah, so as he's going to be looking through the internet and finding what we need, they put together this amazing, just beginner level. It's centered around kids, but it's also for beginner level D&D. It has like it's called the Adventure Guide to Gaming. I have to look. Let me pull it up. Where is that? It has a little DM board, cute little characters.
Dude, this looks great. I as soon as the campaign went live, I was like, I got to jump on this.
Yeah, I think it just ended. Like I said, they were like over. I mean, it's just staggering how much they pulled in, but it's absolutely amazing.
Over $250,000.
Yeah, exactly. And they were just humble, super awesome. They were so flabbergasted.
Dude, it was amazing. They were so happy when the campaign just kicked off because they
exactly.
It went,
yeah, no, it never really stopped. It never lulled. It kept on going and going. And that's why I reached out because they were helping with Tank with Emberglow for his dice stuff, and then they're helping us with some of our game stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to help this. I really want, because the kids programs are really where I think it's at for helping kids get stuff in there. And then even though we're older, but I think they look up to us too, just to see the game. Like that whole emulation, they see us playing D&D, they want to play D&D. Now we can actually play D&D with them and have those stories. Like for me, it was video games and JRPGs, but I would love to do more D&D.
I agree, and it's always great to get to see the kids involved. And if you guys want to see kids involved in gaming, check out the kids table because they got videos where they're playing with the kids.
Exactly. It promotes like team building, all these cool things to get people these skills that they need growing up. I think D&D is the way to be. Ooh, that rhymes. Yeah. Coin that.
Way to be, folks.
Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing for Time Enforcers, and what it is really narrative storytelling. It's really getting kids to tell a story about what they're doing and then adapt that to their learning. And that's what's really cool about this whole thing. So I love it. It's really great stuff.
Yeah. Well, cool, guys. It is 3 a.m. here in Germany in Stuttgart. I think I'm going to go to bed.
Don't worry. We are about to end.
It was great meeting you, Simply. Thanks again.
No problem.
We will check out all this beautiful stuff. Make sure if you guys are at Gen Con to go and check all this stuff out. If you're not there, you can see it as well and donate, because this is for a good cause. And with that, let's go to sleep and I'll press this button and this thing will happen. All right, folks.